All right, Shalom. First things first, I'm going to give all praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makar Kadash, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti El Shai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti El Shai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti El Shai, for this truth, knowledge, and wisdom. And hopefully for you brothers out there that's pushing this truth with all sincerity, honesty, and faith, that we get double honors for our apostles and elders, which are apostle elders, great millstone. All right, man. We're living in beautiful times, man. Beautiful, beautiful times. That's why this to be alive right now and to be a part of this truth, knowledge, and wisdom is such a honor, man. Okay, a very great honor, man. You know, so you gotta get excited, man. The words are coming to pass. This lesson right here, it's they shall seek to please the poor. Okay, because I'm gonna show the video here in a second, but you got these Edomites. Some of them are Jake, you know, some of them are a confusion of face, but some of them are Edomites also. But the main point is that now that this truth is coming to the forefront, you're gonna have Edomites that are gonna try to please the poor, man. They're gonna try to come up and give some kind of truth, okay? Because why? Because the truth, the veil that was put over the men is being ripped off by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And this truth is coming to the forefront in who we are, man. We're no longer Negroes and we're no longer these people they look down on. And you have to have a saying, there's no such thing as bad publicity. All right. And that's in Esau's standards, man. Any publicity towards your so-called cause or so-called your person is there's no bad publicity. So in the world's eyes, it may seem like we're getting bad publicity, but it's still being attention showed onto this truth. All right. That's what the beautiful part is. All right. So I'm gonna share the video. Let's get right into it. We're gonna get right into it. And this video is just it's a collage, if you want to say, of different Edomites. And like I said, some are Jake that just don't, you know, have the whole thing. But at the end of the day, you know, they're going off. The point is what they're saying and what they're trying to push forth, okay? Because they're going to try to, like the title says, they shall try to seek to please the poor. Because they realize we coming up, man. Just like when we were falling, our so-called people that we were in league with, when they seen us falling, they turned their back on us because they knew that we were falling as a nation. In the time of King David and Solomon, all these other nations were pretty much jocking Israel. They were on Israel, just like the Queen of Sheba. They heard the fame of Solomon. So these other nations heard about us, but when we were falling, they turned their back on us. So now that we're rising up again, they're trying to get down, as it may seem. So let's go right into it.
Sheep of the house of Israel, his firstborn son. That's who Yeshua was sent to. I am not sorry to tell you that Abraham, the father of the faith, was not a Christian. He was a Hebrew. I am in no way apologetic to tell you that his son Isaac also was a Hebrew. And I am no way going to tiptoe around the fact that Jacob was a Hebrew whose name was changed to Israel.
Yikes, man. But you know, you gotta just, it's got some bones in there, man, with them, because they don't got the full truth. It wasn't given to them, man.
As one that struggles with God and overcomes, who gave birth through polygynous marriage to the 12 tribes of the house of Israel. See, I thought we had nobody Hebrew Israelite commandment keepers until just about 20 years ago. I thought, according to vocab alone, this is some relatively new movement. Well, let's keep going. The Macedonians, also spelled Paphigians, were a religious sect which appeared in Lombardy in the late 12th or now 13th century, and possibly pretty much earlier in the East. The Summa Contra Hereticos ascribed to the Pre-Plusatinus of Cremona.
Let's go. That's something else we gotta look into.
And teachers like vocab alone that don't know anything about historical documentation.
Everybody getting on vocab's head, man. Everybody getting on vocab's head, man. In this video, this is a collaboration of videos, so I don't know when this actual video came out. But vocab tried to debunk us and it brought publicity, man. It brought attention. There is no such thing as bad publicity, man.
Concerning the commandment keepers. Alright, so this video is about black people and how they're actually superior, not just physically and all this and genetically and all that stuff, but actually they're the chosen people. Not all black people, but a lot of them, and even I could say, I don't know if I could say most of them, but many of them. Specifically the people that are living in America, and specifically the people who have been sent all over the earth on slave ships. Those people are superior, even in the Most High's eyes himself, because those people are the Israelites. And there's a scripture that says, not only it says if you bless them, you'll be blessed, there's also one that says you have to cling to them or you can't even be saved. So for one, that means
first of all, you can't be saved, period, man. Salvation is of the Jews, man. Okay? Because what are we going to be saved from? Is this third world war, this nuclear holocaust, okay? That's how you're going to be saved, man. Only the elect is going to go on those ships, okay? We run around and we'll grab our slaves through the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, and when we come back on the planet Earth, man. But America is set. If you're here, you're either set for destruction or you're here for salvation. There is no attaining on to Israel, and you know, the Most High can have, you know, mercy on who he had mercy on, you know, with family type, you know, but that situation is up to Yahweh Shem Shai. All we can push and saying, look, no matter how hard you attend to this thing, if you're not set for salvation, period, it's not happening, man. All right?
Acknowledging who they are, obviously. And for two, it means reading even their own scriptures, because these scriptures are not for everyone. They're for them, and if you want to follow after their God, of course, he is the God of all, but he's not all people are his people. You see how that works? So if you want to even be saved, you need to get in line, and you need to step behind his chosen people.
That's right. It's beautiful times we living in, man. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful times. You know, that's why I say some of these dudes is heathens, and then some is Jake, man. But at the end of the day, the truth is coming out, man. The truth is coming out with the CNN, and you're gonna have a lot more. You're gonna have a lot more Edomites coming out, and they've been watching brothers at camp. They've been watching videos. They're gonna come out and see that oh snap, the mark of the beast is coming to pass. The World War III, everything we've been out there on the highways and byways chanting and pushing out the words is coming to pass. That's why it says when these things come to pass, then you shall know that a prophet have been among you. So that's why it says through the foolishness of preaching. We didn't know what the Most High had in store. So he told us, go out there, push this truth, because I'm gonna exalt this. So them guys that didn't want to go out there and push the truth, now it's getting exalted by way of what? The foolishness of preaching. About going out there on the street corners, the same videos that they're showing on CNN and all these major news stations are what? Men on the corners preaching the truth. So that shows you the Most High had a plan the whole time, man. Okay, wintertime, summertime, springtime, in season, out of season, it was all a plan for Yahweh Shem Shai to push this truth to the forefront, man. All right, I'm gonna skip to the more educated part, not educated, but this Edomite goes in, man, right about here. We're gonna watch all this and then we're gonna get some scriptures. Let me check the comment board. You know, hey man, if you brothers in this position, man, you're in a blessing position. It's a lot. All right, let me go back to this. All right, I'm gonna play this because this Edomite goes in, man. You know.
Mitzrayim, Egypt again. The reason he said that is because this ministry begins with them. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And Yahweh shall bring you into Mitzrayim, Egypt again with ships. And the way of which I said to you, you shall see it no more again. and there you shall be sold to your enemies for slaves and female slaves, and no man shall buy you. And that is what happened to the regal class of the house of Judah.
And you notice he keeps saying regal, the royal class. Okay, the word regal means royal. Okay, we're the royal class that fled into the interiors of Africa, man. And just like the country I'm from is called Sierra Leone. Okay, it means mountain of the lion. Okay, Sierra Leone means mountain of the lion, lion's mountain. Judah. Okay, so that's showing you in that they even had that, even naming the land itself.
I'm going into it too much, but I can't just make that statement because there'll be people that will push back. But I want to give you a brief history on slavery. I was just amazed, I got to tell you. I mean, when you come to America and you talk to people about slavery, you can talk to black people about slavery, white people about slavery, and they'll give you all this history on slavery, and it only goes back to the 16th and the 17th century. And you're like, don't they teach you the history of slavery? Why? Ask the bloody question. Why are they only teaching you the history of slavery as far back as the 16th and the 17th century? Why are they only going that far back? Because they don't want you to go farther back than that, because then you'll actually find out the truth. But from the 16th and 17th century, we'll teach you about slavery. You've got to go further back, and you've got to understand and question, why did they do this throughout the whole of America, in all the public schools? Why do they only go back as far as the 16th and the 17th century to talk about slavery? We've got to go further back than that. Because Islam designed infernal slavery, and then the Ashkenazi Khazars, those who say they are Jews and are not, are the ones that marketed it, and the regal Negro nomads exiled from the kingdom of Judah were the main recipients of it at the hands of the indigenous black Africans.
Dang. What do you say? Hear it from the horse's mouth, man. So all them people out there that you got to do your history, man. We're not crazy. All of this, how many times have we told people about Babylon and Timbuktu, all these history pieces? A nation knows no color lines. Okay, this information has been pushed, man, to where it's true fact history, but we're crazy because we're the ones saying it. Okay, but now when you see a so-called Edomite looking dude pushing it out there, some people are like, what? You know, they want to perk up and hear it, but no, man, we've been telling this. We've been saying this. This is the actual truth, man. This is our history.
Because you've got to understand, the regal class of the house of Judah came down from Israel, and they came into the land of the black Africans. And the black Africans resented the regal class of the house of Judah in their land, because they had laws, they had customs, they had civility, and they were a regal class of Negro that came down into Africa. And later on, it was the Ashkenazi, the Islamic slave traders as well, that then worked together with the indigenous black Africans to enslave the regal house of Judah.
The Hamites, the Ishmaelites and the Hamites. Because we kept our laws, statutes, and commandments. We lived a certain way. We had Fort Judah. We set up barracks. We set up different colonies. And we wasn't assimilating because we're holy people. We're separate. We just lost our homeland. We just got our temple sacked. So you know that we were trying to get that back, man, in any way that we could.
this is what we've got to understand, but you've got to go back before the 16th century to understand the roots of it. So we're going to see, as we dig into this, where this slavery came from, because it was really a system that was very, very well crafted. There was Islamic masters, and there were white Ashkenazi Khazar ship owners. There were the buyers and the sellers. And they're not going to fill you in on all.
Now, what we're going to do, we're going to back up what he just said. Because Apostle Tahar just put a video together going in on this subject. Here we go. Jews and the African slave trade. See that? Let's get the, I hope they got the list. I used to have a list of, this is years back, man. Let me see if I can't. Yeah, I can. It's a good site to look into. Man, I hope I can find that slave ships. But it was like a list of slave ships that was, I mean, it was, I think it's like 2-3 pages off. But the Jews owned the slave ships that the Negroes were shipped in on, man. They owned all of them. There might have been a couple, you know, so-called independent ship owners, but they had to get fined by the Jews also. They've had their hand in the slave trade heavy, man. All right, we play the video. We're going to get right into the scriptures, man.
All of this, but really you've got a 4-tier system. Number one, you have the Negro nomads that were exiled. Number two, you had indigenous black African hunters, nomads that had come into their territory with their own customs, with their own laws that were different and would not assimilate into their tribal culture. They were their own tribe. They were the regal house of Judah. Number three, you had Islamic trappers. House of Judah. And then you had them sell them to the Ashkenazi shipmen, along with many Portuguese.
Because now when I call the name of Yeshua,
Alright, well, then we ain't gonna do no more.
I know my circumstances are going to change.
Alright.
Because that is the.
Alright, let's get into it, man. Let's get to these scriptures. Hey, Shalom to you, Akim Yabashim Yashab Brakatham, Shalom. Hey, Shalom, Shalom, yeah. Hey, man, look, they're going to seek to please the poor, man. I know you brothers came in at a later time in the video, but look, hey, I'm gonna show you the link too, so brothers can go ahead and get that in, because I'm gonna share the whole video. I'm gonna cut pieces out of it. But here's the title to the video right there: White People Debunk Hebrew Israelite. This was let out on January 27th, 2019. Okay, so this is a recent video of collages of Esau trying to please us, man. So we're gonna get into these scriptures and dig in. We're gonna dig in, man. We're gonna dig in. This is the book of Job 20 and 10. This is Job 20 and 10. And it says, our computer moving a little slow. I got Camtasia up too. Let me try to let me delete this. It'll make it run a little bit faster. All right, let's keep going. I want to slow up on that. This is Job 20 and 10. This is the inspiration for the video. It says, his children shall seek to please the poor. The children of who? These Edomites. All right. Like I said, some of them might be Jake, but these Edomites, you're gonna have a lot of influx of this prophecy coming to pass, man, because this truth is coming to the forefront of the world. All right, they're gonna try to demonize us, but then you're gonna have them some that don't play into the so-called narrative of that Esau selling. They're gonna be like, oh shit, man, we done called the children of Israel niggas and spooks and porch monkeys and all types of names which fit into the scriptures as well. So they doing nothing but fulfilling prophecy by calling us these bywords. It says, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. So we getting ready to, man, hey, the Most High, just like we left out in ancient Egypt, and we're gonna be good again, man. We're gonna be good again because the Most High is gonna make these people, he's gonna have them show favor unto us. Because favor comes from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All of these people looking at, because they looked at it, the Most High put the spirit on them to look at us with hatred. Now he's putting the spirit on them to reverence us, man, as what? The children of Israel. So let's go right here to Exodus 12 and 36. Check this out. Because we're in modern day Egypt all over again, right? This is Exodus 12 and 36. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. See that? So let's see what that word favor means. The word favor is cha'an or chan or khan. And it says khan, yep. And it says favor, grace, charm, favor, grace, elegance, favor, acceptance. So he's putting the mindset of these people to accept us being the children of Israel. Just like the Egyptians accepted us being what? They gave favor unto us. Because they gave us jewels and different fine things before we left out of Egypt. We spoiled them. That's what it's going to say. Let me read the whole thing. It says, the Lord gave the people favor. What people? The children of Israel. Favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. We hit a lick, man. When we went out of there, we hit a lick. Jake liked to hit licks, man. Okay, so the Lord put a spirit on us to hit this lick because we needed those things in the wilderness to fulfill prophecy also, man. Because the Most High is a master chess player. The ultimate chess player, the power of chess player, to snatch away, deliver, rescue, save, strip, plunder, to tear oneself away, deliver oneself, to be torn out or away, be delivered, strip off, spoil, deliver, take away, snatch away. That's what we did. We snatched away the goods of the Egyptians, man, when we left up out of there. Just like now, these people are coughing up their spiritual riches, man, by giving us reverence. Because if you give us reverence that we're the children of Israel and we're the chosen line, then you got to pay, man. It says, touch not the apple of mine eye and do my prophets no harm. So if you giving us reverence, it says what? then you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay, man. You touch us, you're gonna have to pay the price. So hey, we get into that time, man. Beautiful times we living in. Beautiful times, man. This is Job 5 and verse 16. Because the Most High is showing his favor right now, man. This is Job 5 and 16. So the poor has hope. So the poor hath hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh correcteth. Therefore, despise not the chastening of the Almighty. So we went through our downfall. When we went in slavery, the Most High didn't forget about us, man. He turned his back on us, but it says, can a chicken forget her hands? The Most High ain't never forgot about us, man. That's why he sent his son down here to give his life for us, man. He never forgot about the children of Israel. Now he's dealing with the elect first, and then all the whole tribe is going to be brought back. We're Yahweh Shem Yahshua's treasure, man. You know, and it's not by our will. That's how the Most High wanted it. There's no way you can understand why we were chosen. Okay, it's how the Most High wanted it. This is his plan. This is his ways that he wanted it to go. All we can do is just embrace it and be happy that we ain't damn Edomites, man. That's the only thing you can be happy about, man. Don't be an Edomite. That's it. All right. Let's get these next precepts. This is Proverbs 28 and verse 3. Because now we're in the time the Lord gonna show his favor in the eyes of these people. This is Proverbs 28 and 3. A poor man that oppresseth the poor is like a sweeping rain, which leaveth no food. And that's and Esau is literally a poor man. He's a spiritually poor man, and he oppressed us. So the Most High is what? He's leaving no kind of goodness in his rulership. His rulership has been left with nothing but shame and vileness, man. Okay? A poor man that oppresseth the poor is like a sweeping rain, which leaveth no food. They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them. So we contended with these people because we're keeping the laws as best as we can, but the law belongs unto Israel. So these other nations, they've been holding our book and thinking they doing this and doing that, but really, man, they weren't meant to be that. All right. And 5, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. Is that not 100% truth? Is that not 100% truth, man? Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. That's why that 100% truth was said, man. Because through the ones that understand this thing, hey, we're going to get it. Yeah, Conrad. They lent. We hit a lick, man. We hit a lick on these boys, man. Hey, Proverbs 16 and 7. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. That's what you see, man. The Most High forced them to put it in their spirit to give us their goods, man. And to cough it up. Just like now, they're coughing up their rulership right in front of our eyes, man. Right in front of our eyes, the Lord is allowing them to just give us everything, man. This is Proverbs 3 and 4. It says, so shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of Yahweh and man. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of Yahweh and man. These other nations, they're going to see us and see that the Most High has put his glory on us and put his love on us, man. And they won't be able to gainsay or fight it. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. So we ain't in the time of trying to put ourselves in a position to understand what's going on. We just, man, look, ride the wave, man. Does a surfer try to break down a wave? Does he try to stand a wave? What does he do? He hops on that wave and rides it as skillfully as he can, man, without falling off. So we're surfing the spiritual wave of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Okay, we've been put in a position to have the balance in the agility to maneuver the wave of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. 2 Corinthians 8:21, providing for honest things, not only in the sight of the Lord, but also in the sight of men. And we have sent, that's it, in the sight of men. Because the Most High is honoring this truth and bringing it to a forefront that is going to receive praise in the planet Earth, man. It says, give him no rest till he make Jerusalem a praise on the earth. Didn't he not prophesy that and tell us of that? So he's making it come to pass, man. We're being a praise on the planet Earth because these other nations, and especially these Edomites, are seeking to please the poor. Proverbs 13:15, good understanding giveth favor, but the way of transgressors is hard. So that's why Esau, just like the saying, if you tell one lie, you got to tell 5 lies to back it up. So his house of cards is falling down. His lies, all the things that he put up and try to lie about is falling down, man. All right. And this is a beautiful time we living in. And I just wanted to bring this out. And Abba Ratazar was edifying, man. And the water for you brothers coming by and supping with me, man. You know, it's a beautiful thing. And we in the time of man, it's the most exciting time you can be alive in. So with that, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Shalom, Akim. Like always, keep faith, maintain, and keep doing what we have to do to enter into the rest, man. All right? Do what you have to do to enter into the rest, man. This ain't the time to give up. We as close as we've ever been to this thing. And Lord willing, the Most High gonna make it quicker, man. Shalom. Shalom.